Okay. Yes, we should be live. Yes, so welcome back to another live. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, what we basically do here is we uh, try and understand what happened in today's market, and based on that understanding, we try and analyze on what could happen tomorrow, right? So this we do it based on chart reading. We do this based on option chain as well as OI data, right? Quick looks into that, and we try and understand the entire market and its sentiments. So yes, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe and also like the video so that we know that you would like much more content like this, right? So yes, welcome back to another live for those of you who have been joining us before, and we should get right into it, right? Okay, so today's I think bank nifty traders, very boring day, right? If I'm not wrong, let me know in the comments if you guys have taken any trades in Bank Nifty today, because I was looking at the charts and it was a very bad day for at least option buyers because it moved very sideways, right? There were a few trades that you could have taken, which we shall come to obviously in the charts. But yes, I want to know from your end if you did find any trades, because um, it looked very sideways, right? Bank Nifty, and we'll come to it directly. So, okay, as we were talking about Bank Nifty, let's start out with Bank Nifty itself. And I'm not sure if you have heard, but I think they would be changing Bank Nifty expiry to Fridays, right? So now you have an expiry on Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Uh, so that is a new thing. If you have heard of it before, let me know with a yes in the comments. If not, you can surely read the documents after the live, right? I think this was released by SEBI itself. So yes, coming to it again, right? So 44,000 is our very strong support. You look at it today. Also around 225, it retested it and it did not break through, right? And again, what we were going through before is that 44,000 to 44,500 is a range where it has been playing around since May, right? So that is at least a good sign or good levels for option sellers, where you can create strategies based on this analysis itself directly, right? So if you look at it almost from June beginning here, I think if you go a little more deeper in, yeah, uh, starting from May itself, we saw 44,500 being tested a lot of times, and 44,000 also being tested a lot of times, right? So overall market, at least for the June expiry itself, looks to be between this range. But yes, again today, I think around 225, right? So there was another test of 44,000 level, which again it did not uh, completely break through and go downwards, right? So for now, for sure, we know that breaking through that level, we might just head lower, right? So it looks like a very strong support that's almost been for almost 20 days now, where it is respecting it, and same way for 44,500 as well, right? That is another level Bank Nifty is not breaking out of on the resistance end, right? So these are two very strong support and resistance we are seeing on the charts directly. But yes, so that is basically directly looking at the charts from long time, we understand this, right? So for those of them who have been selling, that it would have been a very good level, right? Hedge trades at least would work very good under these circumstances. Coming to today's trading, right? So that's again something I've been seeing today's um, trades as well, very sideways, right? Only towards the end we saw around 215 the market falling till the 44,000 level and complete recovery, right? So that was one specific thing that we saw. I only saw a long trade here in terms of, okay, it taking support and heading back up, right? So that was the only trade there. And yeah, other than that, I did not see any trades. So if you guys did take any trades in Bank Nifty, make sure you put it in the comments, and also let us know why, right? So why you took it would be a very good insight as well. So yes, should have been very boring as well as very frustrating for traders today. So yeah, selling wise, it looks like a very good level as well, right? But again, let me save this and quickly come into the option chain of Bank Nifty, right? Coming into the option chain of Bank Nifty, we can see almost no change, right? One second. Yes. So you look at it, there's been addition on both sides, the call side and the put side. So another question that we had also is how you look at OI, right? So majority of the wise we look at OI in terms of selling. I would love to know your uh, insight on how you specifically look at OI. Is it based on buying or is it based on the selling side, right? So yes, you can let me know that in the comments, even if you're watching the video after the live, right? So yes, coming to it, we see a lot, we don't see an exact side, right, or a conclusion in terms of where it could be heading, because you look at it, there's been a similar amount of additions on both sides, and it's basically not a very market completely market directed, right? But if you look at it, just coming towards the longer, like the 15th expiry weekly basis, you look at it in terms of, okay, there is a little more stronger OI on the call side, which basically means it could be headed lower, right? TCR basis from okay, today it was zero point 0.7. Let's quickly check Friday. Should be zero point 0.7. Let me just go to history data and choose Friday, right? Yes, June 9th. And if you look, yes, if you look at it, zero point 0.7 itself, right? So there's literally no change. That's again what we saw directly looking at the option chain itself. We almost did understand that, right? But yes, that is in terms of today's, where there has not been uh, a big um, what do you call big insight on the market direction, right? Still looks sideways, but if you look at the overall OI for the 15 June expiry, you see the call side being a little more stronger, right, in terms of OI, which says that okay, market could be headed a little more lower. So Bank Nifty at least looks very sideways as of now, and 44,000 is a crucial level, right? So that is what we have understood in Bank Nifty. Quickly coming into the Nifty charts. So Nifty, on the other hand, completely says a different story, right? Let me just open the futures chart. Yes. Again. So yeah, we basically headed from the highs towards 18,600, right? So 18,600 was our first support that was marked on the charts, which does not look to be broken down yet, right? So yeah, this is just a trend line that I've drawn from yesterday's charts with alongside today's charts, right? So this seems to be a very good trend line, which it has been following, as well as 18,700 is a very good resistance, right? So as we have seen, this was our level breaking out of which we again could head very higher, right? So if you look at it in terms of today, so this was one zone that basically said that implied that okay, market will not at least in majority wise would not go head down again, right? So that is one insight which we have been seeing during our previous analysis videos as well, right? So usually when this is formed this way, where there's a huge drop down, there's a small what do you call sideways trend here and goes back up to completely uh, go back from where it fell down. Usually it does not go back to this specific range, right? So that is something we saw in today's market as well, and then headed back to 18,700 at 210 as well as 250 towards the end, and both times it did not break, right? Which basically does tell us it is a very crucial point in terms of Nifty, right? So 18,700, and it looks very upwards, right? So that is something we have to see, because as we saw, Bank Nifty looked very sideways, right? So let's come into the option chain of Nifty. Yes. Okay, this is 12th June. So we should check PCR change in this as well. So yeah, 18,700, as we saw, should be the highest, our first resistance as of yet, right? And 18,500 is our first support. You look at it here, which gives us a clear sign on why it can be headed more higher, is not only the addition in the call side of 18,500 and 18,550, and these are huge also, right? So there's almost 22 lakh addition in both. And if you look at it in the put side, I mean, if you look at it in the calls, I'm so sorry, this is the put side, this is the call side. So yeah, 18,500 and 550, which are on the put side, where there's been almost 44 lakh addition in just these two strike prices, right? And which gives us a even more clear picture, is because of the sell-off at these levels, right? There's almost 5 lakh at 18,650 and 11 lakh at 18,700, which is literally telling us, okay, we could be heading much more higher, right? And the addition is very small, right? Even 18,750, just 2 lakh and 8 lakh here, right? Even though it is a little more far outside, right? So Nifty telling us a different story on looking much more bullish in terms of today's OI change. And yes, the OI change would be directly shown here, right? So yes, the huge addition on the put sides is which tells us that we could be headed higher, right? In terms of looking at the overall expiry OI, that is 15th June, we see that 18,700 looks to be a very strong resistance as well, even though there's been a lot of addition on the put side, right? So that is exactly what we're seeing. So PCR 0.7, that is on 12th June. So it should have increased. Yes, okay. Or would have been the same, but yes, as we saw, it's changed from 0.6 to 0.7, which again tells us at least not completely bullish in terms of PCI yet, but it's moving towards the bullish side itself, right? So that is exactly what we see in Nifty. So yes, that is our analysis for today. We try and keep it as simple and exactly what the market tells us, right? So we shall see how this turns out tomorrow. And yeah, I can't wait to catch you guys for tomorrow's live as well. Until then, hope you guys had a great trading day, and hope you guys have a great trading day tomorrow as well. Thank you so much for joining in.